Time now for our international press review in the papers. Fiona Carman is here with the sports press, which I'd like to look at. France, Argentina, of course, on the front page of L'Equipe here, the 2-0 defeat. What are you starting with there?
You're hijacking my top line.
Oh, no.
I was going to talk about the Israeli elections, coverage in the Israeli press to the complicated elections there. Starting off with the Juraselem Post, which is dealing with kind of how on earth Likud and Kadima were going to battle this one out. The top line is that it's a race against time for both Livni and Netanyahu to form a coalition on paper before Perez actually starts the process of appointing one of them.
Because it has to go to the president, who then has to consider which one he thinks can put together a viable coalition.
Exactly.
It's the kind of thing that you think doesn't happen, but it's democracy gone mad.
And
really?
they've actually got this great picture that's been in a lot of the papers of a billboard of Livni and Netanyahu. It's shifting between the two, which is very symbolic.
That is interesting, isn't it?
Yeah. And they've also got an article that's commenting that there are White House sources saying that the US is very worried that a right-wing government could dash the US hopes for peace. So all the work that Obama's been him appointing a US an envoy to the Middle East could all come up against significant obstacles.
Indeed, of course, the whole of Israel was worried about Obama being appointed anyway, so it's kind of just adding to the whole sort of stew of
it's something that
uncertainty,
it's something that Haaretz has also picked up on. They're saying that the White House is unclear on how the Israeli elections are going to affect the Middle East peace, but that they do know that a shift to the right will present an obstacle to the peace process. It's something that's also reflected in The Guardian. They say Obama officials despair as poll outcomes put focus on Israeli-US links, and they're actually saying that a focus on Israel-US relationships could undercut Obama's hopes to start conversations with Arab nations.
Okay. Libération?
Libération, yep. Front page of Libération today is all about protectionism. They are condemning protectionist tendencies coming from a number of governments as a way to fix economies. They're saying, so that front cover is saying the protectionist tendency. In the pages, they're saying world business, a return to each for their own. They've got an editorial saying that it's basically suicide for governments to try and force protectionism at a time like this.
So I wonder if this is an end to that G word, globalisation. I don't suppose they talk about that, but certainly if countries are saying they want to protect their own industry, how can they then start investing abroad? That's what
Libération is saying. So I mean, Libération potentially defending globalisation there.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Okay. So next we're going to look at a couple of important anniversaries today. The Australian is celebrating the bicentenary of both Abraham Lincoln and Darwin. They say brave men, big ideas. They praise these two men's courage to pursue ideas considered unorthodox, and that we need a couple more like them today. The Independent's also talking about Darwin. They're saying, though, that Darwin can teach the Vatican a thing or two. Apparently, this week, the Vatican admitted that Darwin may have actually been onto something, that evolutionism could be all right.
Okay, Michelle Obama.
Michelle Obama gracing the cover of
Let's take
Vogue.
a look.
Let's take a look at Michelle Obama on the cover of Vogue. This is only the second time.
It's a small picture, but she's looking great, isn't she?
They say this is only a second time that a US First Lady has been on the cover of Vogue. The 18th time that a black woman has appeared on the cover of Vogue. So she's breaking ground there.
You go, girl. I think that's the
girl.
expression that we might use. Fantastic stuff, Fiona. Thank you very much for that. Our international press review. You're watching France 24. Stay with us.